Hello everyone, today I'm here to do a different type of video. So today I'm going to be predicting my 5-star reads. So I've been seeing this video floating around for quite some time on YouTube, and I've always thought, that is so interesting. This video is me picking a handful of books on my TBR shelf that I haven't read yet, picking the ones that I think I'm going to rate 5 stars. So I'm picking out essentially some of my favorite books of the year right now, apparently. So I have about 6. That's right, 6. I cannot believe there are 6 on my shelf that I think could be 5-star reads. And what's interesting about this is I'm planning to do an update video on it. So I am honestly planning to read all of these this year, like hopefully within the next 6 months. I'm giving myself 6 months, honestly, to read these. So it's a, a challenge as well. And I'm gonna come back and do this video again and see if my ratings were true or not, and tell you what I did rate them, if not, if they weren't a 5-star. So yeah, these are the books that I think I'm going to give 5 stars to, and I can't wait to show with you which ones I think I'm going to give 5 stars to. Also, right now, let me know down in the comments which ones you think that are on my TBR shelf that I'm going to give a 5-star to. Like, if you just take some guesses, I would love to see your guesses, honestly. This is interesting and scary, and yeah, let me just share with you what books that I think I'm going to give 5 stars to. The first book I think I'm going to give 5 out of 5 stars to is Surprise Me by Sophie Kinsella. I love Sophie Kinsella. I picked this strictly because I love her books. There has been at least 3 of them that I've given a 5 out of 5 to. The latest release last year, I gave it a 5 out of 5, and it was one of my favorite books of the year. So I really am hoping to love this book. It's about a couple that has been married for 10 years and then decide to spice up their marriage, and I don't know, I love Sophie Kinsella. She writes very funny adult chick lit, and I'm really hoping this is a 5-star. Now, there has been a couple Sophie Kinsella books that I haven't liked, so I don't know. We'll have to see. This is the one that I think might be, like, I hope that it's a 5-star, but it could be a 2-star. I don't know, but I'm really thinking it's going to be a 5-star because I just love her book so much. The next book I think I'm going to give a 5 to is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. Again, with Sophie Kinsella, I love Rainbow Rowell's books. I've loved all of her books. Fangirl got a 5 out of 5. Eleanor and Park got a 5 out of 5. Landline got, I think, a 4.5 out of 5, and Attachments got the same thing. So it's apparent that I love this author. So this one is a favorite by a lot of people. A lot of people love Carry On so much. If you don't know what Carry On's about, her book Fangirl, which is right here, in that book there's fan fiction that the character writes, and this is the fandom that the fan fiction is based upon. And yeah, I just love the way she writes, so I'm really thinking this will be a 5-star read. Like, this one, I don't want to say like I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 5 out of 5, but I feel like it's going to be. Let's hope so. No pressure at all on you. I hope you give me a 5 out of 5. We'll see. The next one I think I'm going to give 5 out of 5 to is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. It's kind of a random pick because when I looked at it, I was like, I don't know if I would give you a 5 out of 5. Then the more I thought about it, I was like, I probably would give you a 5 out of 5. This is like a historical YA funny book, I guess you could say. It really reminds me a lot of My Lady Jane by Joni Meadows, Cynthia Han, and Brody Ashton, which I gave a 5 out of 5 to as well. And that's another hilarious historical fiction. And it sounds like it's going to be funny and just sarcastic and told in the past. And I think it's going to give it a 5 out of 5. I don't know. This might be one that I'm like, I would give it a 4 out of 5, but not 5 out of 5. But I put it on this list because I think it could have potential to be a 5 out of 5, in my opinion, for me when I read it. I don't know, future me is going to beat myself up right now. We'll see, but I'm hoping to really love this one, and I expect to give it a 5 out of 5. I don't know. I will tell. Then we have The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. This book has been recommended so much. Like, I feel like if you want a historical book, a lot of people say The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. Like, I have not met a person on BookTube, I think, that has given this less than 5 out of 5 stars. So this is no pressure at all book. This one is a historical book. Like I said, it's told like in World War II, and it's about 2 sisters going on very different journeys. It's a very big book, but I've heard it reads very, very fast. I have very, very high expectations for this one because I'm nervous to read it because I'm not so good with historical books, that unless they have a funny twist on them. But with everyone raving about it so much, I hope and I think that I'll love it too, because I don't know, I'm just hoping so. I'm planning to read this one actually next month, and it's soon to become a major motion picture. I don't know when, but I'd like to read it before it comes to the movie. So yeah, I'm reading it next month. We'll see how I fare on this, but I really want to rate this a 5 out of 5. I feel like it will be. I don't know. I've just heard the writing's beautiful, and I don't know. I feel like it's just gonna wow me, and I'm hoping it does. Then I have Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. This book has been on my mind for a while now, and I'm also planning on reading it next month as well. Every time I do a tag video, I'm gonna read this book next month. But this one, I have just heard a lot of good things as well. And it also sounds right up my alley. It's just about kind of a coming of age story of learning who you are and embracing yourself. And it just sounds beautiful in my opinion. And I think I'm going to love it. I really hope so. This is the one I think out of all of these that if I don't rate it a 5 out of 5, I'm gonna be disappointed in myself for how much I am hyping this up for myself. Like, I haven't heard so many things about this book. Like, I've heard about it, but I just feel like I feel like it's going to be one of my favorites of the whole year, and I'd be really disappointed if it's not, but whatever. This is about a woman that's kind of a recluse, and she doesn't really talk to a lot of people, and then she meets another guy, and they save this other guy, something like that. I try to keep not knowing too much about it, but it just sounds like a very heartwarming and beautiful book that I think I'm going to fall in love with, and I really hope I give it a 5 out of 5. Time will tell, like I keep saying. And the last book I think I'm going to give a 5 stars to is I Bet You Can't Decide. I bet you probably thought I was going to talk about this book first, but I saved it for all you guys, and that is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. That's right, I have now officially given myself 6 months, because that's when I want to do the update for this video, to read this. This one, I'm nervous. I'm scared that I'm not going to love it as much as people, but I expect to love it. Doesn't make sense at all. I'm very contradicting myself right now. But I've just heard so many good things about this book. Another historical book. This one sounds so heart pounding and heart like wrenching. I don't know, but I just expect to love it. I expect to give it a 5 out of 5. I will be shocked if I don't, because literally everybody loves The Book Thief, and I haven't decided yet if I'm going to physically read it or listen to the audiobook. Let me know if you've listened to the audiobook, if you would recommend it to me as an audiobook. I would love to hear your thoughts, because I feel like I would fly through it a little bit faster audiobook wise, so I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on that. But I don't know, I'm really hoping this is a 5 out of 5. I expect it to be. Again, I shall say, time will tell. Okay, pretty much if I read one of these a month for the next 6 months, I could do my update video. I'm planning to read 2 of them at least in 1 month. So yeah, these are the 6 books that I think I'm going to give a 5 out of 5 to. I am hopeful that I'll give a 5 out of 5 to. Again, you never know. I think a lot of people go into books thinking that they're gonna love it, and they come out like, why did I read that? That's happened to me several times, and I've also gone to books thinking this will be okay, and come out loving it. So it's really, you don't know until you're in the book, you know? So I could be 100% right about these books. I could be 100% wrong about these books. I could have 3 of them 5 stars and the other 3 2 stars. I could have 1 of them a 5 star. Who knows? Only literally time will tell. So yeah, I had really a lot of fun picking what books that I think I'm going to love, and yeah, we'll see. I'll come back here in 6 months. So in July, I should be coming back with another video telling you what books I rated 5 out of 5 to and what books I didn't. And also, take your bets now. Which ones do you think I will rate 5 out of 5 to? Tell me what books you think I'll rate and like why. I would love to hear your thoughts on like my reading, because that would just be so interesting of what other people would think. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, because I think it's very, very fascinating, like kind of guessing your favorite reads of the year, I give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more bookish videos, and I will see you guys very, very soon with another video. Bye.